For this project, we will need papers, markers, tape or masking tape, erasers and pencils, glue, color pencils, and boxes. So in my home, I have one milk box, and I also have some toothpaste or even toilet paper tubes. What you have at home is what we're gonna use. So we're going to start by wrapping one of the boxes that you have. As I have two of toothpaste boxes, I'm gonna use these two and one toilet paper tube. So we're gonna get the first one and I'm gonna wrap it on my paper. I don't want my base to be wrapped like a gift. It can be bumpy here and hard to stay standing up. So I'm gonna put at the edge of the paper and kind of in the center because I need to wrap this way. I'm gonna put a tape here to make it easier to do all the foldings. So I need some space to put the tape onto. Here. And I will crease this edge over here, turn and crease again. Okay, we're going to score these lines. So crease and turn one more time, crease, turn. I'm gonna complete, yes, I have completed here. So there you go. So I can already cut here. As my blank paper is here, I know that if I cut close to my crease line, to the score that I made here, it's gonna be fine. And that's what I'm gonna do. So we have our box covered, wrapped in paper. If you want to leave this tall, you can. If you want to remove, you can. Both ways is fine. And now I'm gonna cut. I don't want this tall, so I will be cutting here by scoring here the ends of the paper. And I want to unwrap. I can see my lining here. Okay, and I'm cutting this out. Again, you may leave these parts, there is no problem. It's gonna be taller, that's all. So remember we put the tape at first, that's why my paper is still there. So let's wrap around again. And I want to put some glue now, I don't want the tape appearing. Although there is no big problem with the tape. Some glue on. And close. Hold for a few seconds. And we have our first box wrapped. You're gonna do this in all of your boxes. First one, done. As the toilet paper tube is round and can be very hard to draw on it once I paste it, I'm not pasting it now, so I just want to see how big it needs to be to completely turn around. And I can cut the excess of paper. I don't want to draw more than I have to. So I just want to know how big it is. As it is not quite very much straight, it is okay. So this is how big it is. And I want to remove, so I know that this is my drawing area. I can remove this too. And I know that I don't need to draw on this part. This is a Mary Blair inspired artwork, so I will have with me one of her pictures. I want to look at all these square designs so I can choose the ones I want to use and apply to my own work. You can see like star shape, like the dots, like flower, only dots, triangles, half triangles, circles. Okay, that's what I'm looking for while I look at her work and do my own castle in here. So you can have help of a ruler. I'm going to divide mine in two, and I will be making squares. They don't need to be perfect squared, all right? You want to make the reference. So you can draw freehand as well. Okay, the one I'm looking at right now is this tall one over here, okay? But I can mix it up, the drawings. If I want to apply this flower into this one or do my own flower, that's perfectly fine. So let's put it aside. And I want to do the flowers with the markers. And I want them in purple and green, no, yellow. That makes a nice palette. So I want to do here. So I'm gonna alternate these flowers. I was doing the cross hatching here in purple, and I'm gonna make a mistake doing the next one. So you gotta improvise. This marker I cannot erase. I can cut a piece of paper and paste on its place. I can replace it, but I want to improvise here, and I'm making green lines at the corners and triangles. There we go. But now I'm going to do everywhere. If you're using a paper toilet tube and your paper gets too long, you can cut like a finger, and we're going to fold this inside. So before I fold, I'm just putting one drop and one single drop of glue. No more than this. You don't want to glue, pull one side. But I can put one drop of glue in the inner side, this way. Then I can fold them downwards. And press. Paper like it. So we can hold the papers there inside. Basically, we have the three main shapes of my castles ready. I want to change this into something else, so I'm gonna cut this part that I left, and I'm also going to cut these parts over here. You can lift this and make like a pencil case if you want. If you want to leave this part open, you can use to keep materials inside. And it's going to be something very beautiful. I want to do something else. So I think I'm even gonna make this one shorter. But for now, that's all. And cut this. And then I have my castle appearing. Remember the milk box? I'm gonna use to create a base for a pen holder. So here I'm trying to see different positions where I can put my boxes and organize them. Before we paste our boxes into the piece we just cut from the milk box, we have a problem. The milk box is shiny and glossy, meaning that the glue will not stick to it. So it is important that we sand the paper until the milk box looks opaque. Once it is opaque and not shiny anymore, you can go and paste it. Put some weight inside the box to help the glue to fix. Pasting the toilet paper tube can be more tricky. So what you can do is cut around 1 centimeter in the bottom of it. Then fold it inside. You have a bigger surface where to pass the glue on and paste into the milk box.